Chapter 101 Cooperation Achieved. App Store and Brand Plan. For this charging authorization plan, Luo Yang referred to the case of semiconductor giant Gautam Company as the most well-known patent troll. Gautam Company can reach tens of billions of dollars every year just by collecting patent fees. Initially, the high barrel licensing scheme was charged based on the whole machine, but later it was reduced to 65% of the price of the whole machine. But it is still expensive. Not long ago, it launched a 5G charging standard, with the highest charging ratio reaching 3.25%. Warwick Company is also considering launching a 5G charging standard, but it has not been officially announced yet. The 0.5% licensing fee is actually a very low ratio. According to the high barrel 5G charging standards, 10 mobile phones worth 2,000 yuan will need to pay about 65 yuan in patent fees. All the major mobile phone companies present settled the account instantly. This ratio is actually not high. It is already very low compared with high bucket companies. Luo Yang looked at everyone, and no one expressed any objection to this, because there is really nothing to say about 890 exclamation point. According to this charging standard, users who have purchased an Android phone can upgrade to a more excellent Beichin mobile phone system for just a few dollars. Even if Endesk adopts a free solution, it will gradually be abandoned by users. Luo Yang has this confidence. After reaching cooperation agreements with major mobile phone manufacturers, the Android system will completely withdraw from the stage of Longhua. Newly sold mobile phones will no longer support the security system that is full of loopholes and requires arbitrary permissions. All new mobile phones will be pre-installed with the Beichin mobile phone system. As for users who have purchased Android-based mobile phones before this, major mobile phone manufacturers will also launch system upgrade plans. Users can choose to pay to upgrade the Beichin mobile phone system, or they can choose to continue using Android for free. For a long time, major software vendors will still keep the Android app updated, but as time goes by, the number of users of the Android system will continue to decline. After the cooperation is reached, major manufacturers can get the native version of Beichin mobile system and customize some of its functions. However, there are certain restrictions, including some applications that are not in line with the brand positioning of Beichin mobile system, and a design full of advertisements. It's not allowed. As soon as Luo Yang finished speaking, everyone looked at Rebus. Rebs was a little embarrassed for a moment. Ahem, Mr. Luo, can we discuss this? Luo Yang shook his head. Beichin mobile system targets the iOS system. Advertisements flying all over the place will affect the brand image of Beichin system. Beichin technology takes a high-quality route, so we cannot agree to this. Okay, I will discuss it with the board of directors when I get back and adjust the subsequent business strategy. Rebus also asked casually. The current situation of rice is much better than a few years ago. All aspects of business are constantly expanding. After the sub-brand Hongmi was differentiated, rice also began to increase product prices and build a brand premium strategy. When we first adopted the low price, high volume route, advertisements for rice phones were everywhere. Now they are much better, so some advertising revenue can be cut appropriately, unless Rebus is willing to continue using the Android system. But obviously, when other mobile phone vendors switched to Beichin mobile phone system, the Andy system no longer had any advantages. Mr. Luo, how much is the commission from the App Store? The boss of Vayu asked an important question. The App Store's commission is a very important profit point. Both Fruit Company and Gugu both take a commission of 30%, and the major domestic mobile phone stores also have similar proportions. Beichin Technology decided to take a 25% commission to give developers more benefits. In addition, Beichin App Store is the system default and cannot be uninstalled. Beichin Technology is responsible for the review of major applications. In addition, Beichin mobile system allows users to use third-party applications. The Beichin system is a semi-closed design with very strict permission management. The review standards are the same as those of the iOS system. Any apps that ask for permissions or charge fees will not be allowed on the official App Store. As for third-party app stores, although they can list apps that ask for permissions randomly, these apps can only run in the simulator. Even if they ask for permissions randomly, they will only get false information virtualized by the Beichin system and cannot obtain the user's true identity private data. In order to be compatible with these Android apps and at the same time limit their chaos in asking for permissions, Luo Yang came up with this trick. Over time, users will get used to downloading cleaner apps from official app stores, and eventually third-party app stores and apps will be phased out. the biggest difference between Luoyang and other operating system vendors is that it doesn't depend on the software vendor. Just like Warwick's Hongmeng system, it cannot really rise unless software developers develop supporting software applications. Especially the opinions of the two behemoths Alibaba and Penguin are very important. As for the Beichin mobile phone system, I don't care what app you use, whether it is Android desktop or iOS, it will all run smoothly, only when the software ecological problem is solved. Hardware vendors are willing to use Beichin operating system. The major mobile phone companies asked some other questions, and Luoyang answered, which completely dispelled their doubts, since Beichin technology has achieved such perfection. Let's sign the contract. Warwick is willing to fully promote the Beichin system and all its hardware products. Mr. Yu made a decision after contacting Mr. Rin from the headquarters via phone. The board of directors and I are very happy. The problem is not big, and Daomi is willing to fully promote the Beichin system via join. Apu agrees too. After the four giants expressed their stance, Zhongting, Lianxiang, and other brands also officially signed cooperation agreements. The four major mobile phone manufacturers, Huawei, Dami, and OV, including other domestic mobile phone manufacturers, have all signed cooperation plans. Beichin Technology has officially won the mobile phone system market of Longhua in terms of computer systems. Although major giants have suspended the sales of Beichin computer systems due to the ban, this does not affect other aspects of cooperation between the two parties. It is conceivable that after the mobile phone system is launched, the United States will also embarrass major mobile phone manufacturers in terms of chips. Mr. Luo, Warwick can really only count on you now. HiSilicon Semiconductor's lithography machine project team has been seconded to Shanghai Microelectronics. If the lithography machine still cannot be manufactured by then, Warwick will really have no chips. It's ready to use. After signing the cooperation agreement, Mr. Yu gave Luoyang serious instructions. Don't worry, Luoyang, will keep my word. In 3 months, I will definitely let Warwick see the domestic 7nm lithography machine. Luoyang's words were decisive and resounding. I can rest assured that. In addition, this cooperation is being kept confidential for now, and there will be no press conference. We will announce it together at the System Development Conference half a month later. Counting 2.2, it will be a big surprise for Goo Goo and the fruit company. Luoyang suggested that no one thought it was a big problem. Anyway, just continue to use the system for more than 10 days. You will be very busy next. Adapting all the models under our brand is a big project. Mr. Luo, please rest assured. After I return this time, I will arrange for the technical department to seize the time and complete all the adaptation work. Yes, Beichin Technology has already reached this point. There is no reason for us not to hold back. The major mobile phone dealers left quietly. Luoyang did not go out to deliver them, but stood in front of the window and watched everyone leave. The temperature outside is already very low, and it will be New Year's Day in a few days. Many people are already feeling the spirit of the new year. Longhua's mobile phone system market has been captured, and the only thing left is the overseas market. Sooner or later, Beichin Technology will fight back and get back all the previous losses, including principal and profits. Chapter 102: The Real Domestic Light. Luoyang caused a global sensation. At the end of the press conference, I have something to announce to everyone. It is expected that in up to 1 month, Beichin Technology will release a series of hardware devices, covering flagship smartphones and complete computers. As a product that integrates many high-tech products from Beichin Technology, we have very strong confidence in it. We believe that Beichin mobile phones and computers will bring huge shock to users around the world. Boom, this news shocked the entire audience. Countless live viewers and users in the live broadcast room were all shocked by the sudden news. Ever since the rise of Beichin Technology, I have been looking forward to the release of mobile phones by Beichin Technology. As the company with the highest market value in the world, Beichin mobile phones will definitely arouse everyone's interest. Not only smartphones, but also complete computers. Lianxiang Company, the famous conscience of American imperialism, has been holding high the banner of domestic computers, and I am afraid that it will be snatched away by Beichin Duan. After being told this by someone upstairs, I am looking forward to it even more. I have long been dissatisfied with the conscience of American imperialism. If domestic computer manufacturers had not been able to rise, I would not have purchased Lianxiang's products. Compared to the conscience of American imperialism, Beichin technology is the real domestic light. That's right. Beichin technology has conquered a series of software fields such as operating systems, 987 office software, databases, etc., and has also made great achievements in the field of semiconductors. From heart to soul, they are all truly domestic products. The expectations of the people of Longwei for a pure-blood domestic mobile phone are unimaginable by others. It is almost certain that once the Beichin mobile phone is released, it will have a huge influence. It is very likely to replace Warwick mobile phone and become the most popular mobile phone in China, popular mobile phone brand. Many netizens were shocked on the spot. Up to now, Beichin technology has become a supergiant company with huge influence on a global scale, like fruit powder from fruit companies, pollen from Warwick, and rice noodles from rice. Beichin technology has a large number of loyal fans around the world. Some of these users are attracted by POS and Beichin Office. Some are attracted by Future Semiconductor's strong performance, and some are completely attracted by Luo Yang's personality. These people are all potential users of Beichin mobile phones and Beichin computers. At the same time, more ordinary people have developed a strong interest in Beichin Mobile to manufacture complete mobile phones and computers. The reporters from all the major media present were also shocked. Hiss. Is Beichin technology finally entering the hardware field? After overcoming many software and hardware difficulties, the mobile phone manufactured by Beichin technology is finally going to be released. This is extremely important news. After all, the global hardware market is so big, and Beichin technology's entry into it means that the market share of other hardware manufacturers is decreasing. No wonder Beichin technology wants to declare war on Samsung. They are interested in Samsung's mobile phone market. As the world's #1 mobile phone manufacturer in terms of sales, if Samsung company collapses, it will leave a huge market share. This will give Beichin Mobile time to rise. At this moment everyone finally reacted, and Luo Yang's series of purposes were finally revealed. Countless people took a breath of cold air. If it loses its mobile phone business again, Samsung Group will be completely ruined. Even though it has other subsidiaries and various ancillary businesses, almost all of its core businesses were defeated by Beichin technology. However, the official release will have to wait at least a month. At this moment, everyone's interest has been lost in Luo Yang. As if there is a cat scratching in their hearts. Judging from everyone's initial reactions, they are quite supportive of Beichin technology's decision. At least I can sleep peacefully. Luo Yang smiled. That's it for today's press conference. Thank you everyone. Wow, the crowd gave warm applause again. They definitely didn't come to today's press conference in vain. Luo Yang and many corporate representatives attending the press conference were surrounded by countless media at this moment, hoping to interview follow-up news. After dealing with the media, Cuckoo and others came forward to talk to Luo Yang. Mr. Luo Yang, congratulations on your series of achievements. Cuckoo took a translator and expressed his congratulations, but if you take a closer look, there are actually some things you say that you don't mean. The rise of the Dragon Kingdom means that the United States is rapidly declining. It would be strange if Cuckoo didn't feel it at all. Mr. Luo, the commotion you made this time is really too big. The entire Neon Kingdom is now in mourning. Without the right to speak in the upstream industrial chain of the three major industries, the Neon Kingdom will definitely lose its wife and soldiers. Mr. Yu is extremely excited at this moment. The series of things Luo Yang announced today once again refreshed his imagination. Thank you for your support. In fact, we have no choice but to do so. All our actions are out of spare tire considerations. If others hadn't gone too far and put pressure on Longwood to cut off supplies, we wouldn't be where we are today. Luo Yang was also very emotional. At this moment, mobile phone lens module developers such as Bioyan Huashing Optoelectronics, Ningde Times, and BYD, as well as OAF, all gathered around to talk to Luo Yang. These companies are all leading enterprises in China. Mr. Luo, we really don't know what to say. Having solved the upstream battery industry chain, we at Ningde Times have absolute confidence to mass-produce graphene batteries in a short period of time. Yes. Our BOE graphene flexible screen will soon be in mass production. Mr. Luo, we are from Ofogwang Company. I wonder if you plan to purchase our high-end lens modules for your upcoming mobile phone? Mr. Luo, I don't know whether your mobile phones are manufactured in-house or outsourced. If it is outsourced, We at BYD have very strong OEM technology and experience. It is definitely no worse than Fu Shikang. Facing the enthusiasm of the crowd, Luo Yang was a little overwhelmed. Don't be anxious, everyone. Cooperation matters will be dealt with one by one. I will give everyone enough time. Many business leaders are talking to each other at this moment, and the scene is very lively. This classic scene was also photographed by the media present and became the headlines today. After the press conference ended, many media immediately released relevant reports. Net news: the birth of two unicorn companies. Future chemical industry and future optics will bring huge shock to the world. Penguin News: the light of domestic production. Baichun Technology breaks the impossible again. At the same time, it conquers inkjet printing technology plus domestic flooring containing polyimide technology. The future chemical industry makes a strong appearance. Tomorrow's headlines: Baichun Technology is about to release a smartphone. The global mobile phone market is ushering in a major reshuffle. Zhoulong News: Baichun Technology enters the complete computer business. The computer manufacturing industry is facing a huge earthquake. The ranking of global computer vendors will undergo huge changes. UD Shock Department, shocked. Many domestic companies have risen together, and the reason is actually because of the same person. A wave of reports is coming. Today, the people of the Dragon Kingdom, who have strong adaptability, have long been accustomed to the news bombardment from the media. Almost every time Baichun Technology holds a press conference, the major media in Dragon Kingdom will reach a climax. Oh my god! Baichun Technology is so powerful, it has overcome so many difficulties. Is there anything else in the world that can stop Baichun Technology? An office worker, after receiving a pop-up window from Penguin News, was shocked by the content of the report. This time period is the busiest period for office workers, and not everyone will watch the live broadcast of the press conference. Not just him, countless users who are using computers and mobile phones have all seen this news. In addition to the publicity channels of major media, Baichun Technology also conducts news promotion through POS and PMOS. The impact of this press conference also quickly spread overseas, and many news related to Baichun Technology's press conference have swept the world. Nyoyu Times: Luo Yang, the world's richest man, has once again created a miracle. Baichun Technology has led many companies in the Dragon Kingdom to jointly overcome the ultimate difficulties in the three major industries of OLED screens, lithium batteries, and CMOS. The Eastern Dragon is rising rapidly. FA News Agency: the global technology industry is once again facing great changes. Baichun Technology has conquered the upstream industrial chain and conquered 3 cities in a row. We should reflect on ourselves. Why is it not our country's enterprises that have made breakthroughs? Neon News Agency: the decline of the empire. The Dragon Kingdom has taken away the right to speak in the 3 major upstream industrial chains from our hands. The Neon Kingdom may usher in a second economic recession. Beat Media: the evil red dragon attacks again. They steal our jobs again. And where will the butcher knife in Luo Yang's hand go next time? Media from various countries released relevant news almost immediately. There are both positive and negative reports among the top 10 media in the world, except for the Chinese media that 2.7 and Baichun Technology did not deal with. The other major media all made relatively neutral evaluations. After the press conference, Bangzi Country and Neon Country received a devastating blow. The NH Stock Exchange, as expected, fell to its limit again. The stocks of several major chaebol seem to have opened a dam, and they were plummeting wildly. Countless investors have given up resistance and are all staring blankly at the green screen. It's over, it's completely over. From today on, the core businesses of Sansang, GL, and KS groups can no longer be maintained. Bangzi Country has lost its core competitiveness. Without the restrictions of evaporation machines and fluorinated polyimide, Longwa's OLED business will take off in an all-round way. Graphene flexible screens will become a talisman for Sansan and GL Group. Many people grabbed their hair in pain, and their eyes were filled with thick bloodshot eyes, a few days ago, after Bangzi State announced its investigation into Baichun Technology and Neon State issued a series of decisions to cut off supply. The stocks of several major chaebols briefly rebounded, but now they have hit rock bottom again. The impact of Baichun Technology's conquest of the upstream industry chain is far more tragic than anyone imagined. Chapter 103: The Cruel Battle for National Destiny. Dragon Kingdom blocks the Cashbag Group. However, the aftermath of this incident goes far beyond that. Bangzi Country, Sansang headquarters. After hearing Luo Yang's announcement to enter the mobile phone industry, Li Rongshu felt as if he was struck by lightning and sat helplessly on the ground. Sansang Electronics is completely finished. Li Rongshu's heart felt cold at this moment. From the previous CMOS to the current mobile phone manufacturing, Baichun Technology has powerfully taken away several core businesses of Third Base Electronics. Sansang Electronics was originally at a disadvantage in this technological war, but now it has just thrown away the last life-saving straw. As the largest subsidiary of Sansang Group, Sansang Electronics business is extremely important, and its revenue accounts for the vast majority of Sansang Group. Its status is equivalent to Baichun Technology's future semiconductors. Li Rongshu could already imagine how tragically Sansang's stock had fallen. It's God who wants to kill me, Sansang. As the only two companies in the world that have mastered the entire mobile phone industry chain, only one person between Baichun Technology and Sanjiang can survive. Since you was born, how can Liang be born? Li Rongshu's vision went dark and he fainted again. As for GL Group, Gu Guangyao also completely collapsed at this moment. Axiba. Our GL's OLED business is completely finished. The company's revenue this year is probably going to shrink by 2/3. After solving the supply cutoff crisis in Neon Country, the West has completed a great turnaround. Relying on the Graphene 04 flexible screen, BOE has obtained the ticket to the throne of OLED panels. Due to a series of reasons, Sansang and GL have become life-or-death enemies with Baichun Technology. Luo Yang will definitely not license the technology to them. Gu Guangyao was now in a state of great annoyance. If we took the initiative to show weakness, would Baichun Technology be willing to license the graphene screen technology to GL? However, there is no if in this world. The two giants, KS and Cashbag, are also in a huge crisis at this moment. The first is the lithium battery business. They were originally competitors with Longwa's Ningda Times, BYD, and others, and the two parties have been supporting different technology development routes. The battle between lithium iron phosphate battery and ternary lithium battery has come to an end early. The ultimate winner is the graphene battery that fell from the sky. The battery manufacturers that have bet on the two major battery development routes are all on their feet at this moment. Axiba. Why is Luo Yang not from Bangzi? Why was Baichun Technology not born in our country? Chui Dehai, the head of KS Group, let out an extremely angry roar. The business of Helix, a subsidiary of the group, has been completely suspended at this moment, as major memory product manufacturers, mobile phone manufacturers, and computer manufacturers around the world are pursuing graphene flexible storage units. Silicon-based memory particles have begun to be completely eliminated. And KS, which has always regarded the memory business as an important pillar industry, also suffered a devastating blow. Although KS also has great influence in the fields of petroleum and chemical industry, it cannot control the voice of the entire industry like the memory industry. In the words of Luo Yang, KS is no longer a worry. Limelight Media among the four major chaebol, it seems that only the Cashbag Group has suffered the least impact, but the reality is exactly the opposite. After Baichun Technology concluded its press conference, less than 30 minutes apart, Longwa's official media suddenly attracted everyone's attention, and important news was announced on the official website of Longwa's official media. Not long ago, Bangzigua's Chenbao Group blatantly tore up the cooperation agreement and unilaterally breached the contract, which caused a series of bad consequences. According to the cooperation agreement, after Chenbao and Longwei jointly established an automobile company, they could not divest privately. Otherwise, you will face huge claims. After a joint lawsuit was filed by Jingqing Cashbag Company, Dongfengjiu Dekia Company, and more than 12,000 cashbag car owners, the Longwa court has issued a verdict. Starting today, Longwa has officially put Xianbao Group on its permanent blacklist. Xianbao Group will never be able to enter the Longwa market. Not only that, according to the long-term cooperation agreement signed between Longwa and Xianbao Group needs to compensate Longwa 3.5 billion Longwa. At the same time, it must also continue to provide follow-up maintenance technical support for Longwa's Xianbao car users. If the Cashbag Group refuses to pay, Longwa will further block the Cashbag Group's global partners. From the auto parts supply chain to sales and other links, Longwa will completely block it. As soon as this news was released, it immediately stirred up waves, and it quickly became a hot search topic for scarves. ranked only after Bachin Technology Conference. After the news spread, countless Dragon Kingdom netizens immediately clapped their hands and cheered. Longwa finally strikes hard. Evil companies like Xianbao should have been blacklisted long ago. I strongly support Longwei in this wave. Ha, it's rare for me to be tough, this wave of bans is actually expected. In this technological war between the Dragon Kingdom and the Bangzi Kingdom, Bachin Technology has taken the overall lead. The Dragon Kingdom doesn't have to worry about being attacked by the Bangzi Kingdom, sanctions and revenge. This day is simply a joy. As a Kashgar owner, I've long had enough of other people's judgments. If Bangzigua's models weren't more fuel efficient, I would have changed my car long ago. Many netizens gave overwhelming support to Longwa's decision to impose sanctions. Countless Hyundai car owners who have been abandoned by cash bags have also found a channel to vent their emotions at this moment. Countless people have poured into the scarf and left messages below this news. The sudden influx of huge traffic almost caused the bib to crash again. The bib had to urgently add servers. Bachin Technology also forwarded the news immediately, then the news quickly traveled across the ocean and flew to Bangzi country. Bangzi country, which was already in a mess, was now even worse. If the NH Stock Exchange had not triggered the lower limit, the stocks in the current pocket would have plummeted all the way. At this moment, Hyundai Group has fallen into a huge crisis of trust. Director Zhang. Something happened to the company. The female secretary wearing high heels rushed in with a panic look on her face. Longwa published a report not long ago, accusing us of unilateral breach of contract and demanding that we pay huge compensation. At the same time, the official department of Longwa also sent us an official letter. What? Zhang Yiqi's heart skipped a beat at this moment. This is different from what Sansang and Kinkatai promised. He quickly read the news announced by Longwa and the official letter sent by him. When he learned that Xianbao had been included in Longwa's blacklist, his eyes suddenly darkened. Damn! We were fooled. Sansang and Kinkatai deceived us. He was shocked and angry at the moment. At the beginning, they personally promised that Qingtai would join forces with Neon Country to target Bachin Technology, and that they would give us profits in all aspects afterwards. Not only that, they also patted their chests and promised that the Dragon Kingdom would never ban our Qianbao group. But now the Dragon Kingdom has even sent an official letter of ban. Where is Sansang hiding? These deceitful bastards. Zhang Yiqi yelled loudly on the spot. Because of the close relationship between the four major chaebols, even in this technological war, the Qianbao group suffered the smallest loss among the four major chaebols, but it still took the front seat under the temptation of everyone, be the first to fire on the Dragon Kingdom, and now, Xianbao has tasted the bitter fruit of his own brewing. The Dragon Kingdom's blockade is all round. If the Cashbag Group does not pay compensation and does not abide by the breach of contract clauses in the official letter, it will be attacked by the Dragon Kingdom in all directions. The major businesses of Xianbao Group involve numerous parts suppliers. After Longwa announced sanctions, these parts manufacturers will be shut out by Longwa as long as they engage in commercial cooperation with Cashbag. Watching the huge Longwa market fly away, this is exactly the same as the method used by the United States to ban Bachin Technology. If I had known this would happen, I shouldn't have listened to their tricks in the first place. All of us combined can't stop Bachin Technology's punch. Regarding his previous reckless decision, Zheng Yi 037 was extremely angry and regretted it at this moment. If he could turn back time, he would definitely not make this stupid decision. Originally, Xianbao Group's so-called complete withdrawal from the Longwa market was actually just lip service to take advantage of words. Xianbao would not really give up the Longwa market. After all, Xianbao has been operating in Longwei for more than 10 years. After investing a huge amount of capital, how can we really give up? According to the plan of him and Sansang and other giants, they will be invited back to the Dragon Kingdom immediately after the Dragon Kingdom is subdued. In Zhang Yiqi's eyes, the Dragon Kingdom is still a backward country advocated by Western countries. In his mind, the Dragon Kingdom is not at his discretion. However, things have turned around.